Hello. I don't know if anybody can actually hear me. Um, Let me check my actual stream manager now. Is anybody out there? I don't know. Oh, out there. Okay, well, I can hear myself, so that's good. Um, oh, good. Hey, Sip. Um, this is Cyprian the raccoon. He is here to watch the pain of me doing this. I'm actually um gonna be on, but I'm gonna be also doing, oh, what's the why would I do this and then like delete my stream playlist from SoundCloud like right before I do this? That seems like a bad move on my part. Major skill issue. Um, I mean, if I just play stuff from my SoundCloud, I don't think that'll be a problem. But like, I still, yeah, let's play Necrocity's Spyglass and Foolish Wish. That sounds like a good, uh, a good way to go for just getting stuff started. I'm gonna start with Spyglass, and hopefully that won't be too horrible. Oh wow, okay, I can barely hear anything. I'm gonna unlock the volume on this so I can adjust it manually. Okay, so basically, this is gonna be a 24-hour, not a 24-hour, a 2.4-hour competition because we used to have this thing called the 24 hours ZT competition. Also, there was a 24-hour of Megazeus competition, and those were fun, but no, we got adult responsibilities now, kinda, and like we're not as young as we used to be. So like, who's got time to like do a whole 24-hour competition or the ability to stay up that late? This is why I only now do game competitions that are like a month long or like 2 hours. So I don't have time to do a 48-hour competition. I've only got time to do the one that take a month. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just kind of gonna put the rest of this coffee in here, and hopefully that'll be good for 2 cups. You might be wondering, what am I doing using a French press at this time of the evening? Well, the answer is I'm staying awake. This might not go very well if I didn't have any caffeine in me, and it is about 3 p.m., which makes this a very bad idea, but I'm still gonna do it. We're just gonna hope for the best, you know, as they say. Okay. I need to grab this. You guys can't see what I'm actually grabbing. It's just the thing to stir the coffee in the French press. Hope you're appreciating this play-by-play. This was not supposed to be a coffee making stream. This is just supposed to be like me making some coffee at the start of the game dev stream. Because I'm really gonna, hopefully the plan is to explain this for about 10 or 20 minutes. I would have some pretty pictures to show you, but the fact is that all of my brainstorming, while it is spread out over paper, and it was initially inspired by Will telling me that I could plan things out in exquisite detail, you'll notice that the most detail I have is mostly in my brain as far as the different proc-gen ideas that I know I want to try and the layout of the board that I have in mind. And also the, what is the word? Yeah, okay. And also the, I'll get there. And also the speedrun clock that you'll see in the upper right-hand corner. That's right. I'm going to do this. I think I might have been somewhat inspired by the podcast Final V3, where they talked about the idea of like ways to make game development more interesting. And they had the idea of like, what if your dev environment had like a speedrun clock in the upper right-hand corner? And they just added, hey, Scully, what's up? And they just added like new tasks to the speedrun clock as development went along. So you just slowly see like the pressure mounting of new and newer things you had to do in a certain amount of time. but the speedrun clock just doesn't stop going until the game is actually finished. Like, personally, I think that's a funny idea. And it seemed appropriate to put a speedrun clock on a 2.4-hour competition because, in a way, we are speedrunning a game. So what are we going to do? Essentially, what I'm doing is I'm going to make a game about the journey home in a sort of post-apocalyptic landscape. This gives us a good excuse to do Procgen, of course. And the idea will be that you are piloting a robot that runs on hope. And people who are sort of like hopeful in this post-apocalyptic world are trying to build, maybe not a utopia, but kind of a topia. And what they've done is they've linked up their themselves to machines that because once you die, either that's it or like there's something on the other side. But you don't really necessarily, at least in many schemas, need hope once you're dead, because then you're dead. And there's maybe a judgment, or maybe there's a certainty of something that's going to happen. But and maybe not in every schema, maybe not every metaphysics, but like in many schemas, you don't really have hope anymore, properly speaking, because there's not really any uncertainty about what's going to happen to you. It's really just a question of what is going to happen. So because you don't need your hope anymore, the machine divests you of your hope at the moment of your death, so that it can be bottled and taken back to others who need it, who still need it, because they're still living and they're still like in the kind of the uncertainty of living in the post-apocalypse. This is a very, very silly idea. Hey, Snorb. And so the idea will be that in the scheme of this game, you've already essentially gotten to the point where you've reached the wellspring, and in the wellspring you've gotten this like supply of hope from the people who lived there, and your job is to take the hope back to your own settlement so that they can use it. And so the whole thing is the journey home from the endpoint of the game. Essentially, it's not the journey there. So I'm just trying to fill some space right now because I haven't exactly gotten to the point where I'm ready to drink this, ready to pour this coffee yet, and that's going to be the point where the thing really starts in earnest. Snorby, you'll notice I have a little speedrun clock up here. It tells me that this is when I'm going to start KevEdit. This is when I'm going to do my Procgen experiments, which, to be clear, I have some pretty good ideas about what I'm going to do. Like, there's going to be a lot of this guy. I'm just going to draw a little bit of what I'm doing here, because, like, people who know me and my DDT nonsense, they've seen this stuff already. Can chat give me, like, a couple of can people just type, like, NSEW, like, not, like, in that order, but just, like, randomly, whatever one of those letters you want to. If you guys can just type directions that are cardinal directions, and I'll just work from there, give a demonstration of how this maze thing works for any of you who don't know what I'm going to do already, because this is a DDT classic that I stole from Backtracks and used for my own purposes in the CDZ, or Computer Dungeon / DDT 2.0. And I'm going to use this to make, in sort of interlocking patchwork world of different types of generative spaces that sort of meld into one. So, like, there's going to be, there's going to be a general maze, a cavern, a house or shelter. I'm going to try and do a lake. There's going to be like kind of tundra, which is like a kind of a very sparse forest, or like sparse forest. It's going to be a regular forest. And then there's going to be a swamp, which is like, kind of like a maze, but it's with water, appropriately enough. And then I think what I'm going to have is each biome will generate its own type of... Am I talking too loud, by the way? Please let me know if I'm talking too loud, because I don't know how loud I am right now. Also, I hope you guys can hear the music, because like I would like... Okay, good. because like I would like people to be able to hear the background stuff for, you know, the many moments of this stream that I will be silent, because I'm going to be, okay, good. Because I'm going to be like a little bit absent-minded for some of this. Like I'm not going to be able to read chat for a lot because I don't know if you guys saw Stale Memes stream last night, but Will had, I think, a similar thing. You just got to focus on the thing that you're doing, right? Let me do a quick test, actually. Yeah, let me... yeah, let me do a quick test on this. Okay, so that's how you do that. Okay, so... No, I don't want... Okay, good. So that's how you do that. So the idea is... What? Yeah. So the idea is... This little theology joke in there for those of you who are paying close attention. I guess you don't know what you're doing. This is very on the nose, conceptually. Oh yeah, no, yeah. You see the creeper face on my task. Norm, I play too much Minecraft. So it's too much. I'll send you some stuff later. But suffice to say, I've realized a number of things. Like, you know, you've probably noticed this. You're trying to like design a home for a villager to live in. If you want a good engineering exercise, good civil engineering exercise, try to get civil engineers into a Minecraft game and be like, okay, so your challenge is to allow for all these amenities, and then you need to also design a village that the villagers can't kill themselves in, because that is the real civil engineering win. If you can survive, if you can make it so that the villagers survive your village, that's what really does it. Because they are not smart at all. It is just not a good, no, they're just not, no. Okay. I'm gonna do one more thing. We're gonna put this over in, most explanation is done. Explanation is done. I'm just telling the MVM people, and is there anybody else I need to tell about this at this time? I don't think there is. Let's see. And nope, that's okay. Okay, well, Snorb, I feel like you and I should talk, because it's a good game, and you should get back to it at some point. Just, you know, for the fun of it. I think there are some things that you might appreciate. Okay, so that's there. I need to take this. This is very confusing, probably for everybody who isn't me. But essentially, what I'm doing here is making. I don't even know what I'm. Here's the thing. I'm kind of gone a little bit like intentionally energetic right now because I don't really know what happens if I slow down at this exact moment. For reference, I went to a restaurant for my grandfather's birthday earlier today. I have an abundance of chips and salsa in my body, more than a diabetic should have, and I had the combo on top of that. So I kind of wanted to go to sleep earlier already, and I didn't, because if I go to sleep, I wasn't going to get up in time for this stream. So that would have been a problem. So right now, I need to like really make it count, which is why I'm going to take this mug and this French press over to my desk, and then once I'm convinced the French press is done, I'm going to actually press it down, push the thingy thing out, and we're going to call that a good time. And by good time, I mean coffee. Okay. One last thing. My work laptop isn't exactly needed right now. It's the weekend, so I'm going to take that guy and put it somewhere that is not my main desk. so that I don't accidentally spill any coffee on it while I'm streaming. That would be bad. It would be very bad. Whew. Okay. Whew. Oh, I have so much more space on my desk without this laptop laying down there. It's amazing. Okay. Okay, so nobody gave me anything here, so I'm just gonna this, 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 this. I really hate. So I love this method of proc gen. One of my favorites. I do have one issue with it, which is that it's incredibly easy to start seeing just like unfortunate symbols in it. I'll just leave it there. Don't really like that aspect. But you know, if you don't, yes, let's go with that. That sounds good. Okay, so let's start making Hope Engine in about now. Okay. Okay, so this is not the ZZT file we'll be using today. This is a different one. We're gonna make a new world. We're gonna add a new board. Main engine. And as I always do, let's save everything twice because why not? And we're gonna move this guy up this way. Yep, that's good, that's good. Maybe let's do this. No. This. Okay, so we've successfully started KevEdit. Good, we're already ahead of schedule. Let's do this. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need to actually get the board layout going. Well, let's try that actually. Hey, yes, you are correct, sir. It definitely does. Okay. But now I'm covering up the chat, and I don't like that, so we're gonna go back to the improper ratios. Also, please ignore the thing that pixel artists everywhere rightly, I think, should dislike, which is the rounded corners. I haven't properly disabled them in this particular last time Windows updated. Every time it updates, it has to put them back for some reason. Silly, silly, silly Microsoft. Okay, what did I do here? I know I had the thing ready to, oh, okay, it was on this page. Okay, so I just need to look and see what I'm doing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, Snorb, no. I don't ban people for having bad opinions, but if I did, oh boy, I would. No, here's the problem. Imagine trying to make a low-res game and then like all of a sudden, because there's a rounded corner of the window, like half of a pixel is getting cut off by it. It doesn't look good. It looks terrible. It doesn't look good. There's nothing wrong with them on principle. I just wish you could turn them off for specific apps or games. That's the problem. It offends my aesthetic sensibilities as a person who likes things that are square. We're just getting all the spicy chicks out today, aren't I? Okay. Oh hey, this is not music that I need to be playing right now. Wait, no. I mean, it's nice, but it's not my music, so I don't really want to play it, if that makes sense. See, thank you, RT. See, I wouldn't care as much if it was like a thing that they like, you know, let you turn off. That would be great if it just wasn't like it is. Okay. So I need to figure out how big I actually want this thing to be. I think what I want it to be is... Okay. Now, those of you who might know, Be Brave was a game that I never actually finished, but I'm going to be pulling a major element of it into this one. So Be Brave was like a very small generative space repeated over essentially a maze-like structure. And this is going to be a similar thing in that it's going to be a slightly bigger generative space, but without as much of the maziness as the original, I think. At least not always. The principle should hold that you can, in fact, get wherever you need to go. Okay, there we go. On the right, because it's basically the way that it's going to work. There's no way it's going to generate a maze that you can't traverse, which is good. And then we're going to export this board template. Okay, so that's good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build the generators, and we're going to have essentially what mistakes did you make with Olivier 5 years ago? Hello, Daisy Luna. I don't think I know you, but I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. I generally follow back if I know who somebody is. So if you want to stick around the stream and see what's going on, you're welcome to do so. But I don't generally follow back unless I know the person. Sorry. Let's see. Okay. Of course, if Daisy Luna is a bot, then I'm sorry, but I definitely don't follow back bots. Especially not. I don't follow back bots. If you're not a bot, sorry, I just don't know what to tell you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, wait. This was the... Oh, that's what I... Ooh, nope. Okay, yeah, that's what I had to do. That's what I was thinking of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, that's a good idea. Let's do this guy. And... Okay. If blocked, ran northeast. I. South. No, put clockwise flow. Empty. That should do it.
Victory.
Okay. go. And
How may I help you today? Oh, I think we have some in the back.
low empty. Give torches 1. Yep, torches are going to be our counter as usual. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. Fake wall / floor. Okay, you know, I don't want to be already using 2 bytes of that. So let's I'm not going to worry about I'm not going to try and worry about making this happen with I'm not going to worry about trying to make this happen with the
Defeat.
Oh, what was the word? I'm really not going to worry about trying to make this happen with all of the nonsense that I normally would do. That's very vague. Okay. Color. Okay, so let's define what we want. So I'm gonna look over here. We probably want to start, even though this is like a whatever, let's pretend that we went to a place that was very like sparse, and we're going back to a place that is more yeah, so that's a good idea. Done a and so let's see, we have maze is blue, so we don't need any blue yet. Cavern is green, we don't need any cavern yet. House is red, we want a little bit of house probably. Cyan is lake. Tundra is white. Forest is yellow. This is not a good whatever. Swamp is purple. Okay, so I think we're going to start with tundra and then go to forest is what we're going to do. So we're going to start with tundra all the way. Put east, white, slider, and S. Oh, for Pete's sake. Sorry. Song's a groove, but I really don't want other people's music playing on this stream. Okay. Tundra only. Workshop. I believe this guy is going to be the first one. Okay, I better do a quick test on this just to make sure that it's legitimate. Don't mind me, it's going to be a little bit. Okay. Well, okay, so that one part is good, but I have a feeling that another part is not good. Oh, I bet it's because they have no flow. Right, okay. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, for Pete's sake, I have to shut down. There was a moment where I didn't have to shut down Zeta between things, but I don't think that moment is anymore. Okay, let me just pin that to the taskbar so I don't have to go back. Oh. That's not good. What? Oh, I see the problem. Okay. So the problem is that I have this guy can actually not. Yeah, okay. So the problem is this. I need to have one more of these here. I need to accommodate what this guy's doing, just to kind of make sure that. Okay. Okay, I'd better start counting bytes pretty soon here. Call this G instead of generator, and let's go with bind G. Oh no, I need to use pre-binding if I'm going to use the -1 trick. Okay, so I better just call this an end instead, because I don't think I care enough to do pre-binding right now. That's right. I'm putting these objects down, and I don't have to care about what order they're going in, because I'm not pre-binding anything. It's great. Okay, so let's see if we can get a step further along. And make this our control object. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take torches 7. A. Okay, of course, the big issue is that they are... Okay, so let's make them do something just so we know they're all getting the message. And... Okay, let's do control. Can I do control on this one? Ooh, yes, I can. Okay. Okay, so they can all do this. They're correctly acting on the orders, which is good. But are they all correctly cycle 1 objects? They are, okay. So what's the tundra look like? Okay, that's what that looks like. And put west key if any white key tundra. Tundra. Do the Z trick instead of the N trick. At least that'll give us a little bit more space. Put rand north south. Torch. North south forest. South torch. Okay. East. Become blue. Yep, that's the way. Okay, now I'm gonna do something a little bit weird. It might seem a little bold at this point. Actually, I'm not gonna do that yet. We're gonna keep the. We're at least gonna keep the fakes as they are, but we're gonna do like that. And the reason we're gonna do that is so that we can much more easily see how the grid looks that we're putting on them. Okay. Well, that's a problem. Ooh. Hello. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a little trick here. We're gonna make this an X step of 2. We're gonna make each one of these guys have a little line here. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Now, the reason we're doing that is so that when we Oh, but they don't need to be. Oh, they don't need to be done. Oh no, done just means they need to. Okay, so G start. This is going to be a little ludicrous, but that's okay. We'll live. If any white key tundra, put west empty. E empty. Walk, or no, put flow empty, walk idle. Let's hope. Oh, come on. not gonna lie to you, I'm probably not gonna do the actually enlarging Zeta every time. I think that looked decent. Yeah. Okay, let's give that one more test, just to be on the safe side. Make sure nothing's going wonky on it. Okay, okay. That's not bad, that's not bad. It doesn't really, yeah, it doesn't really look bad, it just... Okay. Now, the next step, though, is I need to have the ability for one of these guys to be a lake. And that's going to be a little trickier. Because... if any, cyan key late. Empty. Okay, so what the lake needs to be is a little different. Okay. Ammo it is. That's what we're gonna do. And it made me thinking, isn't this the game that gives you 100 ammo and then you lose the game when you... I just lost the game. Then you lose the game when you run out. And that's correct, but this is obviously... For those of you who are not familiar, this is proc-gen ammo. This is not real ammo. Ugh. We're gonna make the cavern yellow and the forest green, because otherwise that's gonna drive me a little off the wall that I did that. So forest. Forest. If any, green key, forest. Forest. Okay. East. Okay, what am I doing? I need to go west. Different thing than the first thing. Okay. That's not the right spelling of torches. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh, 21. Okay. Hey, almost all of the lakes ended up being lakes, which is something that I probably need to think about. Probably need to decrease the chance of that actually happening. But the torches, it looks pretty good actually, yeah. I better actually get an idea of what this looks like when you put it all together. For those of you who aren't familiar, change torch normal, change green fake forest. And let's take this guy and maybe have it start a little later. Tundra is all that. Lake, a little less likely on the tundra. Maybe we have this happen twice to be on the safe side, or maybe just 1.5 times. Oh boy. You know, I think that actually looks a lot better. I'm not sure what's causing it to be ooh. Well, that's not good. Okay, well, at least it's consistent. I don't know. This doesn't exactly look as good as I'd like it to be. And as much as I think it would be neat to keep doing the same ridiculous proc-gen stuff that I've been doing this whole time, I'm not sure if I like it. So maybe we ditch the proc-gen and just try to do something kind of quick and silly instead. Hey, you know what? Let's do that. Sorry. Oh boy. Or rather, if it is, it's just going to be like the same, it's going to be more the same thing. Good to know. I don't right now, but I can't promise that I won't later. I was going to be eating backtracks if I try to do more proc-gen. I can't do that right now. Oh, you know what I can do, though? I can can do something else silly, maybe. What if instead I just redid the same thing that I did the first time? Oh, this is mine, but it's an older version of a piece that's going to be different, so I'll use that one instead. That's right. We're going back to Zephyr's Magical Journey territory here. Quite a bit Bo Beep. But, you know. There we go. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay, I can't make it quite as dramatic, but I think. Well, I am, but I also am not. I'm well on my way, but I'm also well not on my way. That is correct. That is where I am. Okay. Oh, hey, you know what? Could be a good thing would be if I actually... No, I don't want Zeta right now. Thank you. That might be helpful. Okay, there we go. Oh, that could be a problem. not good either. Okay. Here we go. What I need to do. Oh. No, it wasn't. Oh, I see. Wait, what? Oh. I feel like I'm way too iterative for, like, in my process for a jam of this size. Oh, interesting. Okay, there's that. We got some Bitbo bads here. Sorry, Snorb. Ah. Yep, there will be more. Oh man, I never drank my coffee. Probably do that. I mean, coffee is good, although on the other hand, it is after 5 p.m. today, so this might be a bad idea. I did recently discover a lot of movies are free for me on YouTube. I don't know if that's because they're premium or if they're just free with ads anyway, but I got stuff I can do tonight. See, I don't understand how you people drink coffee at like 8. Like I've heard this from multiple people. Like somebody that I'm in like a regular voice chat with drinks coffee at like 9 p.m. Ah, I see. I don't know, Snore, but I feel like you do pharmaceutical work, right? You don't need to be awake for that. That's not a thing you need. You don't need sleep to be a pharmacist. Oh, you're just a tech. Okay. I don't know the difference. I assume you're very aware and that it has something to do with pay. Huh. But I don't know the difference. Oh, a pharmacist is a medical degree. Okay. Oh, so when someone calls somebody over to give advice, it's because they're calling it's because they're calling a pharmacist. This makes a lot more sense now why they're like, yeah, I got to call the pharmacist to give you advice about this medication. Like half the time I'm literally working with a clinical pharmacist on the medication already. Like they're like, hey, do you know about your insulin dose? I'm like, yep, Ben and I talked about it. Probably shouldn't have said his name. Not like I'm gonna like dox my clinical pharmacist necessarily, but you know, never hurts to be a little bit on the safe side. Just because I'm already doxed doesn't mean I need to dox my poor medical professional people who help me. I guess that's fair. Wait, you weren't allowed to take a prescription for a Schedule 1? Even though it was a prescription? Is it just because you like can't handle those at your particular location? Or is it because it's still technically like, how can you get a prescription for something and then it also be like not okay to I don't understand. Like I get it in terms of like those sound like dangerous drugs, but like I don't understand why it would get a prescription if it was something that you then couldn't fulfill. It's confusing. Okay. Well, I should probably start framing this. I'm gonna give it a quick playthrough, and then I think I'm gonna start framing it with the story and stuff. I'm gonna keep one. Thank you. Yeah. Well, it was going to be a proc-gen thing at first, and I think everybody who saw that part knows how that turned out. The answer is not very well. It's true. I do still have 40 minutes to go, but I'd like to do like a little bit of art for the like the story. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I mean, I did, but like it didn't look that sparse to me. And also, you did like a boss rush, which probably required a little bit more thought. Like, I just made it literally, really, essentially what I've made here mechanically is just the sequel to Zephyr's Magical Journey. There's really nothing else to it. Gotta get this a really anime title, though. Thank you. Right, it is 2025. Thank you. Okay, let's give this a quick playthrough and hopefully it works flawlessly first try. Okay, we're gonna quickly, we're gonna. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Oh, this is not going to be good. Okay, I need to do this differently, I think. Nope. Okay. Well, that's not going to be possible. Yeah, I need to redesign that. Actually, yeah, this is coming out pretty well considering. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. Oh man, I would have been editing in this a long time if I'd realized it was going to be this easy. Okay. Really? Okay. I'll take it. I think I need to do like this. That probably needs to be the way. Okay, let me try it one more time through, and then I'll add some story and stuff. I kind of just wish that like I had some art, like the ability to make some art that was like sort of in the same variety as like not as good as like Toge's Via, because that's definitely like an inspiration that I feel like I'm taking on with some of the mech stuff here. But oh wait, I could have just made, okay, well, I need to make that jump harder. Okay. Okay, I need to... Yay! Okay, so that's actually pretty good. Pretty good. I think I need to do something a little different here. I want to keep my styling consistent between boards, obviously. That's very important. And I think it's probably okay if the if you get locked when you're trying to do this, because then you don't have the silliness of trying too hard to, oh wait, I need to do something else actually. I don't know why I'm doing that when I need to do this. Okay, so I think also Bud, clear W, take torches 1, torches 2, take torches 4. Not sure why you would need to take 16, but let's do it anyway, just in case. Okay, maybe that's... Oh! Okay. Story time! Sorry, one moment. Gonna do a small... It might seem silly to some of you, but I do a small prayer when I do art, so I'm just gonna briefly go silent, and I'll be back in a sec. Hey, I'm back. Thanks, by the way. I feel like it could be a little bit better, a little smoother maybe, but like also coming up on the very tail end of a 2-hour compo, maybe best to not be too picky about my ASCII art here. Not that you were be picky, I'm just saying like I'm gonna be picky, and if I get picky, it's gonna be a problem. Okay. And oh yeah, you're right. Thank you, Cyprian. Good point. I was a little busy, but it is important. I need to be in the right place. Hey. Make this as big and huge, ridiculous Saturday morning cartoon as humanly possible. I feel like that's what it has to be. This is like, oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes. in case, Cyprian, in case you're watching, you might be wondering about some of the coloring on this. The reason that I can't, there's just some ASCII limitations on some of the colors here. Just in case you were wondering, I know you might be like, it might have been bothering you on like a nerd level that like I'm having to do this weird arbitrary stuff with some of these colors, and I just thought I'd fill you in case you weren't aware of that aspect of ASCII art, or anybody else who might happen to be watching. But like, I feel like Cyprian, especially as like an art person, would probably want to know what was going on there. There we go.
Let grace come, and let this world pass away.
Thanks, Snarp. Okay. Hey, depending on how broken this is. And if it is, well, tough. What we're gonna deal with. I'm just gonna count it. That's gonna be good. I'm pretty sure I can do it. I'm pretty sure it's doable from there. So we're just gonna zip it up and call it good. And I'm assuming zipping it up does not count as dev time. Okay. I didn't actually join the jam yet. Okay, apparently, here we go. Will, can I modify this VOD link thing later? Or do you want me to raid you? Would that be something that would be helpful? Because I'm happy to do that if you want. Yeah, I'll be happy to. Will, can you tell me if I can modify? Can I modify the thing later? Wait. What do I want to call this? Do I call this a puzzle game, or do I think I'm just going to call this a platformer. Because that's kind of what it is. Like, I basically just made another ZZT platformer is what I've done here. We're going to give it the ZZT platformer retro ASCII post-apocalyptic tags here. Okay, well that's good. But if I like, okay, well I will make a note that I will make a note that the actual I will make a note that the actual file has not been messed. So will it specify that I'm only messing with the VOD? Because like I obviously want to do the VOD link later, but I don't really want it to look like I've modified the file because I don't plan to modify the file. Norb, you could head over now, and I'll just plan to raid you in about 5 minutes if that works for you. I'll just like plan on like 5 minutes from now, and I'll just do that. So you have a couple seconds to get set up. Does that work for you? Okay, cool. I'll just raid you in 5. Can you drop your Twitch link? Because I'm not actually 100% sure that I'm following you right now, and I will want to make sure that I know what I'm doing there as well. Submit your project. Winter Jam. Submitted. The profile. Okay. Make sure. Hey, we're gonna raid Snorb in a couple seconds here. So it's been a lot of fun. Thank you for hanging out with me as I embark on a very stressful game dev project where I had to switch gears about partway through. Will, if you want to go back and watch part of this later, you'll see that like I tried to do Procton stuff for about 30 or 40 minutes before I switched gears, which probably makes it slightly more impressive that I made something functional. But I like to imagine I would have spent a lot more time, wasted a lot more time doing cool art if or could have wasted a lot more time doing cool art if I hadn't done that. So let's see, do I need to raid from over here? Let's see. Add panel, my chat. Can I raid here? Is that okay? Okay, we're gonna raid Snorm in about 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go.